Well, Joe Biden has long told us, no, we don't want to take your guns away. We're not going to take your guns away. I'm not that kind of president. But that's, of course, a bald-faced lie. Yes, they do want to take your guns away. In fact, the Justice Department just announced a sweeping new program called ERPO. ERPO. Sounds like a hall monitor. Oh, there's ERPO again, telling you what to do. ERPO will let them label anyone they want as an extremist. So if you're labeled as an extremist by ERPO, then they will take your guns away and they will allow family members to report one another so that they can come and take those guns away as well. This is through something called the ERPO laws. So it's our National Extreme Risk Protection Order is what it's called, and their resource center. And it sounds like it's a ton because it actually is. It's a bunch of garbage, actually. So here's their National Extreme Risk Protection Order Resource Center. A tool to save lives. A tool to save lives. It gives them the power to train, assist, and advise on laws for pretty much every government and non-government agency in the name of keeping guns out of the hands of people who pose a threat to themselves or others. It's not just about preventing gun ownership through background checks. It's also about removing existing guns from people who they label extremist. And here's where it shows that it's not just about purchasing guns. It's also about possessing guns, meaning they'll take them away from anyone labeled an extremist. That they can't purchase or possess firearms for the duration of the order. What does that mean?
Yeah, can we pretty please define extremist in this before we start enacting this? I would really like a concrete definition of what extremist is.
Well, if you're under the Biden administration, right, everyone today is labeled an extremist. So everyone these days, you oppose sex changes for minors, you're an extremist. You're against Planet Fitness allowing dudes to go into the women's locker rooms, you're an extremist. How dare you want to have same-sex or single-sex spaces? You're an extremist. You're a white person who thinks you're not a racist. You're an extremist. I'm a white person. I don't think I'm racist.
You're an extremist and a racist if you don't support what Israel is doing. You're an anti-Semitic.
Yeah, you're anti-Semite, I guess. You're an extremist. Like if you just don't want people to die, like then you're an anti-Semite. Okay, thanks. You're a moron. That's what you are. I'll be an extremist. You're a moron. And you're a lover of genocide. How about that? I'll be the extremist. You're the lover of genocide then. Fine. You don't want to give illegal immigrants cash gift cards. You're an extremist. And also, you're a xenophobe. You are against millions of undocumented illegal aliens coming into the United States, taking our jobs, getting $10,000 gift cards and cell phones. You're an extremist.
Giving homes and places to stay and food before our homeless vets and other homeless people that are Americans that are on the street right now?
Yeah, you're an extremist. Therefore, my point is anyone can be labeled an extremist, and you can see how this gun removal program then can be divided along party lines. It lets the Justice Department decide who is an extreme risk, and then communicate that to law enforcement officials, prosecutors, attorneys, judges, clinicians, victim service and social service providers, community organizations, and behavioral health professionals. We've identified some extremists. Here you are. You're on some sort of a database now. You're on the ERPO database. It also allows family members to report ERPO concerns. Let me repeat that. It allows family members to report ERPO concerns if they think a member of their household should not have a gun. This is like 1984 family reporting. Like George Orwell would have been happy. Seriously, in the book, the main character finds his neighbor thrown in jail for thought crime, for yelling "down with Big Brother" in his sleep. And then when he admits his daughter turned him in, he's happy about it. He says, "Who turned you in?" Quote, "It was my little daughter," said Parsons with a sort of doleful pride. "She listened at the keyhole, heard what I was saying, and nipped off to the patrols the very next day. Pretty smart for a nipper of 7 years old, eh? I don't bear her for any grudge for it. In fact, I'm proud of her. It shows I brought her up in the right spirit anyway." Of this was born out of this USAID program and the DIA app in Ukraine. And now they want to bring it here, and they, of course, want to monitor everything we're doing in the United States. Rat on your family members and rat on your neighbors. Oh, and I'm sure they'll roll out an app for it.